been a minute. It's been a hot minute. It is May right now. And the weather's good. Been grinding. I know a lot of you guys, some of you that are on my Instagram was like, noticed I haven't been posting anything on there. Like I just went radio silence. I've been grinding. And I'm pretty sure by the little thing poking out over my shoulder right here, you already guessed it. We got a blower, baby. Been alluding to it for a while. For any of the OGs or the people that have at least watched a little bit of my last bunch of videos. Prepped the car for it, all that jazz. Did as much research as I can. G2 kit, 100mm pulley, right off rip. Make low 600s. That's all I'm shooting for right now. I have a plan, I guess, as to where I would want to go maybe in the future, but just low 600s, no E, just pump gas, maybe some boosting or whatever, splash that a little in. But yeah, that's what you see behind me. Now, I wish I could start this video off a little more joyful. I don't have any of the install for like the intercooler and stuff like that, so I still have to put the injectors, the BAP, and the spark plugs in right now. That's what I'm gonna do today. And then I'm gonna tell you why I haven't done that. But as far as installing the bracketry, the intercooler, all the other components for the kit itself, I didn't film that because when I got it Monday, today's Thursday. Monday, I wanted to just get all that in and then do the rest of it, so on and so forth. This kit, I'm sure a lot of people know about these kits. They take probably about 4 hours to install, 4, 5, 6 hours. My goal was to just, because I was working, so I just went and threw it in like that night. All that shit, I wanted to get that done. And then the next day I was gonna do the rest of it. Now, I finalized everything, I got everything installed, and this was the following morning. So I finalized everything, went out and bought some coolant, with coolant in there, and I was like, all right, let me just start the car, make sure the pulley's good, the belt's good, there's nothing wobbling, and no doing nothing crazy. Start the car, everything looks mint, no leakage, no nothing, everything's nice and square. Then something popped into my head. I saw 2 weeks prior on one of the forums, I saw somebody posted something. They're like, has anybody else, is my blower, somebody just posted a video and they're like, is my blower spinning backwards? Come to find out, it was spinning backwards. I thought it was just like some guy who really doesn't know much and wasn't sure. I guess doing data logs and stuff, he was only making 1 or 2 pounds of boost at watt on a 115mm pulley, I think on a G2 or G3, I don't remember. And everyone was like, all hell broke loose in the comment section. So that happened, and then somebody in the comments said, mine does too, I think, and it was. So I'm like, oh man, that sucks. Well, that was the first time anybody, including myself, had ever even heard of that happening with these. So when I started the car, checked the pulleys, it was all good, but in the back of my head, it popped in. I was like, let me just double check. Maybe just peace of mind that the impeller is spinning the right way. Would you look at that? I'm the third person, apparently, to have a backwards spinning blower. Video right here. Now, these have, I think it's opposite drive, I forget. So it spins this way. It spins if you're looking at the blower, the pulley spins clockwise. And then the impeller's supposed to spin counterclockwise. Well, obviously these are facing the wrong direction, as you can see. So then, from what I heard with some new friends in good places that I've recently made, I was told that the shipment of impellers that they get manufactured from a third party were mislabeled incorrectly. And what they were labeled to was for the 5th gen Camaros. So ESS makes 5th gen Camaro kits. They are installed in basically the same spot, but like you see right here, it's backwards. So the drive would be spinning the opposite way, so then the impeller would also be spinning the opposite way. So in theory, the direction that would be spinning if it was on a Camaro would be correct. It would be pulling air in. These are. So yes, at the time I was furious. I was brokenhearted. I'd already been going through like a little bit of like up and down emotionally. I've been on like an emotional roller coaster since then. But that day, somebody there who like owns the page and does not necessarily work for ESS, but he's like close with the owner or something like that. He was able to. I sent him the video I had that you guys just saw. He sent it to him, higher ups, blah, 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 blah. In the same day, a few hours later, or after doing all that, he's like, all right, let me get back to you, blah, blah, blah. A few hours later, he gets back to me, and that we went through and talked in direct messaging. I'm not going to show that because, you know, privacy shit. But very, very professional, very straightforward. Told me what was going on. He's like, yeah, you should have the kit. You should have the new head unit tomorrow, Wednesday or Thursday. I was like, already? I guess they overnight them. Well, Tuesday they screwed up, or they submitted it too late, so it didn't get overnighted, but it got express. So it's sitting at, as we speak, 30 minutes away from me at like a warehouse that FedEx picks up from. So hopefully it gets delivered here in time. But Lund gave me the boost tune that I'm going to be running for a base map. So what we're going to do now is do the injectors, plugs, the BAP. That should be fun. And then I'm going to change the oil to a 5W50, which is perfect because I got the kit right at 3,000 miles. When you all know, all my sports cars have always been, well, both my cars have always been a 3,000 mile oil change. Boom, right on the money. So no wasted oil. I'm going to do that, and then we'll get to the injectors and BAP. So, all right. So oil's done. I also pulled the head unit off because I just got confirmation that it's out for delivery, the new one. So I'm gonna do that. So we'll bang this out and go from there. Can't use that for a minute, else it'll start a fire. All right, got them in. Oh, I hear gas in here. GT500s, 2020s. I think they're 55 pounders. I don't know. A bunch of you are going to say, oh, why didn't you get like ID 1050Xs or FIC 1000s? My original plan was to do 1050Xs, but I figured I'd save a couple $100 because I was only shooting for 600 now, and if I go down the road and start to crank it up, then I will, but I don't see a need to. I really don't want to right now. But let's throw these in. All right, should be good. Lund will tell me if I have a leaky injector or I smell fucking gas when I start the car, but it won't be for a little bit. All right, spark plugs. All right. NGKs, 650 10s, 65 10s. You can't see that there, I'm stupid. this way. These are the ones that are recommended, gapped to 28 thousandths, so 0.028. These came at like a 4.0 gap, 0.40 gap, so that was fun doing that. But I got it right about to where I need it, and I'm gonna check each one before I actually put them in. So actually, here, I'm gonna do one by one. One done. Y'all don't need to see me do the next ones because it's the same. I was just about to go eat lunch, and then FedEx literally pulled right into my driveway. And a little sad it's not black, but at this point I really don't give a shit. And honestly, black looks sleek because I want to do some black covers in here with like red accents, but having it silver actually looks. It's like, oh yeah, there's a turbo. It's not a turbo, obviously, but yeah, at least this one is facing the right way. So the belt will wrap and go this way. So if you're looking at the blower, it'll be clockwise. So you spin. You can't see it. There's the fucking thing. There's the keyway. There's the keyway. So it'll spin this way, and while doing that, it's grabbing air now. So that right way, wrong way. So I'm gonna do my best to show you, like at this angle, it's kind of a weird angle, how this just mounts to here. It's really simple. And it's literally 4 bolts, the belt, and then you slam the pulley on the back, and then there's like a little keyway with another bolt that goes in and holds it down. And it's literally just that. So that's why this is still here, because it's really tight where the tensioner is. So I just kept it there and said, screw it up. Wait. But, anyways, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, so I got the BAP in. I wanted to film it, but that was just not happening in where I was. So you had to pull like this whole section off. And I don't know if you can see it. It's a tight squeeze. Oh. You can kind of see the wires. It sits in line with the pump regulator that comes with the car. And then there's a bracket that you screw it down to. And yeah, it just sits right there. But holy crap, I'm 6'1" and this is not okay. So, ready to start the car. I want to start the car, but I don't know if I'm gonna yet, just because I'd like to be outside the car to look at everything for the first time it's spun. The pulleys were perfectly normal and they were completely straight from the last head unit that was on here. All I did was take off that pulley in the belt at the head unit. I don't think anything moved, but might just send it. But either way, I got to first load up Lund into the ECU. Got the base map. Definitely gonna get some revisions tonight, so it'll be fun. All right, my camera's literally about to die, so you could hear the booster pump go. I don't know if you guys heard it. Let's go to programming. Continue. Might die in the middle of this. This is the. If it'll let me choose it. There we go. Yes. There we go. All right. I'm gonna let this load and everything before I start it. I'm gonna go charge the camera. Oh my God.
me. Beautiful. Sorry, I had to take that on my phone because it's somebody else started for me.
Look at this. Straight call.
Love that sound. So I'm gonna leave y'all on that note. I'm gonna start doing, I'll probably do some logs tomorrow. Well, yeah, I'll bring you with me while I do some logs. And we'll go from there. Hopefully we get a chance to go watt, because the first set of logs, it can't go watt, it's all slow stuff. Make sure fueling's dialed in. But listen to this. I'll see you guys.